fade you, boy.
Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Daniel, and today I have a $500 gaming PC build. Honestly, right now, I think if you do want to get into PC gaming, you should probably go with more of a $600 or $700 gaming PC build, as that is where you will get the best value. And I mean the best value just in general, but being that consoles are out, you know, Xbox One and PS4 and all that good stuff, if you are just going to be using this as a gaming machine, and you want to get the best value right now, consoles are probably the best way to go, mainly the PS4. But with Steam sales, really, I feel like you can justify building a expensive PC because, I mean, I've saved tons of money. I can't even tell you guys how much money I've saved on the Steam sale, like hundreds. On Steam sales, I've saved so much money, but you know, that's beside the point. Let's get right into this build. For the CPU, I'm with the AMD FX 6300 3.5 gigahertz 6-core processor. Right now, the price actually on the CPU went up $10 recently. It's $120, but still, this is one of the best value per dollar CPUs around. For the motherboard, I went with the MSI 970A G43 ATX AM3 Plus motherboard. Right now, this has a $10 mail-in rebate and is $60. This motherboard isn't amazing by any means, but it will definitely get the job done, and especially for this price range, this puts it into our budget. For the memory, I went with the G.Skill Ripjaws X Series, 8 gigabytes, which is 2 sticks of 4 gigabytes. DDR3, 1866 megahertz memory. This is $85 and is probably the best value per dollar memory out there right now. The cast latency on this is 9 and it's 1866 megahertz. Usually what happens with RAM is as the clock speed, depending on, you know, whether it's 1600 megahertz, 1866, 2133, whatever megahertz, usually the cast latency goes up as clock speed increases, which causes them just to cancel each other out, and really, no matter what RAM you get, it will perform the same unless you are using it along with an APU, which in that case you want to get the highest clock speed possible because it allows the APU to be faster, but that's beside the point. 1600 megahertz RAM, usually the cast latency on that is 9, and this is 1866, and the cast latency is also 9, so you will get a bit of a performance increase with this, and this is still cheaper than most 1600 megahertz RAM. Great RAM, probably my favorite RAM right now. For the storage, I went with the Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB 7200 RPM internal hard drive. Right now, this is $59.98, and not too much you could say about this. It's pretty much what most people go for in their build, depending on how much money they have. Obviously, for a mid-range build, you know, like $500 and up, this is definitely what I would go for. For the video card, I went with the Asus Radeon HD 7770 2GB video card. Right now, this has a $15 mail-in rebate, making it $120, which for a 7770 with 2 gigs of VRAM is not that bad. With this, you'll be running games like Battlefield 4 at, I don't know, 1080p low settings or 720p high, you know, whatever you want to run it at. I'd recommend running it at like 720p high because you'll get a pretty, you know, like 50 to 60 FPS doing that, which is definitely more than playable. But again, I would upgrade this in the future. So yeah, moving on to the case, with the NZXT Source 210 Elite Black Edition ATX mid-tower case. Now the reason I went with this is because the regular NZXT Source 210 is only a couple dollars less than this. I think it's like $2 less, because right now this has a $10 mail-in rebate, making it a very competitive price. I think for budget builds, I do go with this case a lot, but there are a couple of others that you could choose. You know, $500, $600 builds, you can go with the Corsair Carbide series if that's what you're into. They have some very nice rebates on those cases where you can get them for pretty good value. But being that this has a $10 mail-in rebate and it's almost the price of the regular Source 210, there's no reason not to go with this, so this is a great case. For the power supply, I'm with the Corsair CX500M 500 watt, 80 plus bronze certified, semi-modular ATX power supply. Right now this has a $10 mail-in rebate also, making it $50, which I believe is the same price as the regular CX500. So being that it's semi-modular, that just means that you can remove some cables and get better overall airflow in your case, which is never a bad thing. Plus your case just won't look cluttered, which is nice. I have a semi-modular power supply myself, and it makes cable management a hell of a lot easier. Trust me on that. But yeah, like this video if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe if you are new here. I post content every other day. Thanks for watching, and peace.